Hey guys, thank you for clicking on this video and welcome back to my channel if you're a subscriber, and welcome to my channel if you are a new subscriber or a first time viewer. Look using warm tones with a very dramatic cat eye and super dramatic liner with a neutral face. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can have a quick look. If you guys would like to see how to achieve this look right here, then please just keep on watching. Right, so to prime my skin, I'm going to use MAC's Prep and Prime. It's like the yellow toned one. To use a primer for your entire face, but I use my primer for where I tend to get oily or where I notice that my makeup seems to slip or wear away during the day. So I also know that I have oily eyelids, so my eyeshadow tends to crease quite quickly. So what I do is I just take a little bit and put it over my eyelids. I do have another primer that I use specifically for my eyelids as well that I'll show you guys later. I've literally just realized that like my whole face routine is MAC, so I apologize. Next time I'll have a little bit more variety, but for this time let's just bear with it. For my foundation, I'm going to use MAC's Pro Longwear waterproof foundation. And my shade is NC30 at the moment. It's important when you're doing your foundation to start off with a thin, even layer and then build it up from there. You don't want to start with too much because taking it away is so much more difficult than adding on. Now to highlight my under eyes, I'm going to use MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer in NC25, and the reason that I use NC25 instead of staying with NC30 is because by being one shade lighter, it helps illuminate instead of just covering up like your under eye circle, so it makes you look more awake. The great thing about this concealer is you can actually use it to prime your eyelids as well. It does have that technology in, I suppose I could say, because it is a Pro Longwear item. But one thing I will say that I've noticed is once you put this on your face, you better get moving and blend as soon as you can, because once this stuff dries, it is a mission to try and work with and blend. As you can see, I like to blend mine in a sort of triangle. If you guys can really see that underneath my eyes, and what this does is this triangle is great for if you have a sort of rounder face or round shaped face, because this technique or the shape is great for lengthening your face. So if you have a long face already, I wouldn't recommend that you use this specific technique. You can still give it a go and see if it works for you, but I wouldn't recommend, well, I mean, I won't say I wouldn't recommend it, but I mean, I'd give it a try, but it won't give you the same effect as it would give someone with a rounded face. Okay, now to set my concealer and foundation, I'm going to use MAC's Studio Fix Powder in NC30. This powder is actually a powder foundation, but I like to use it as a just regular powder because it does give you that additional coverage without being too heavy. But I mean, obviously you have to have a light hand. Don't be heavy-handed with this. If you're heavy-handed with this, this will definitely make your makeup look cakey. So this is a great product if you have a light hand using it, because like I said, it gives you that bit of coverage, and it definitely does help keep your makeup, especially in your oily areas, and make it last longer, because like I said, it is a powder foundation, so it does have that ability. So okay, now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and for my eyebrows I use Catrice Cosmetics eyebrow stick. And my shade is 30, brown and eyed. I get it, brown eyed peas. So I'm just going to use the spoony end first and just brush them out. And then I'm going to open the other end and just fill them in. I like to be quite heavy-handed when I'm doing my brows, but generally it's better to use short, light, quick strokes, especially if you have lighter eyebrows and you're using a lighter pencil. But because my eyebrows are so dark and my natural hair color is dark, I can get away with being quite heavy-handed. And I like my eyebrows to be quite dark and bold anyway, so... Right, now for the eyes, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm doing a lot better than like from this distance. Okay, so now that we are up close and personal, do not judge me. So I'm going to start off with Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to use this as a... Can I call it a base color? This is going to go in the crease and on the eyelid. So basically this is going everywhere except for the brow bone. Okay, so next I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. And then it's just a white primer, basically. As you can see, it's the same as this that comes in a pot that you guys might have. It's exactly the same thing, except this is just in a pencil form. So I'm just going to put that just messily on my lids. Don't worry about being tardy at this point. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my finger to blend it out. I'm just going to use a little bit more because I feel that I lost a little bit too much of that crisp white. Don't do that. So next I'm going to use Texture, this one right here, by MAC. And I'm using this on a fluffy blending brush, as you can see, and this is just going in my crease. Okay, now I'm going to use Amber Lights, this one right here, from MAC again, and this is going to go all over my eyelid. Right, next I'm going to use this Catrice Cosmetics liquid metal eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Satina Vanderwoodsen, like Serena Vanderwoodsen from Gossip Girl, and this is just a very champagne-y, reflective pot of gorgeousness. So I'm going to use that same brush that I just used, except I'm going to turn it over, and what I'm going to do with this is I am going to place it on top of that Amber Lights. I'm going to start off by placing it in the middle. Just like that. The brush that we started off originally with texture, and I'm going to grab some more, and I'm just going to blend this out because I was a little bit sloppy with my application, so I'm just going to blend it out and just clean it up a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that Amber Light again, except now I'm going to use a smaller brush. This is actually an eyeliner or eyebrow brush, but I don't have any other small brush that's going to give me the same accuracy at the moment, so I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to pack this back on to where we have now lost that color. This technique that we're doing is actually called a halo effect, and as you can notice, if I do this, there's kind of like a gap. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to combine like that, just kind of bring over that Amber Light shade. And again, I'm going to go back and just, this time without any additional product, I'm just going to blend and clean up. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I am going to wet one side of my brush, and I am going to dip that back into the Satina Vanderwoodsen shade, and I'm going to pack it back on that center. I'm not quite sure if you guys can see the difference that it's making. It's just making it a lot more intense and glowy. And then what I've done to the top, I'm going to repeat on the bottom. So just some Amber Lights on the outside and inside corners, and then that champagne in the middle. Okay, now for the fun part and my least favorite part, I'm gonna go with Wet n Wild's Mega Liner, and this is just a normal little applicator liner. one thing that I've learned, with, especially with eyeliner, winged eyeliner, is the more you try to fix it, the more you ruin it. So just get it to a more or less happy point and just let it go. Next I'm going to use this gel eye pencil from Essence, and I'm just going to line my waterline. I'm going to use this little pencil brush and I'm going to blend those little lines out. Next I'm going to apply some mascara, and I'm using the Catrice Luxury Lash Dramatic Volume Mascara. And this mascara I find does tend to clump, so what I'm going to do is take some toilet paper and my wand and just kind of, you can see where they're like clumps of product, and I just kind of rub, well not rub, but kind of like, as you can see, just dab where those extra pieces of product are, and then apply my mascara. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply some false eyelashes. You don't have to apply false eyelashes. With this look you never have to apply false eyelashes, but I'm going to apply them anyway because I like false eyelashes and I think they're a lot of fun. So the ones I'm going to use are just from Clicks, and they are the Accent Lash, so they are very dramatic. So these are going to give that very intense dramatic cat eye effect. Now I'm just going to use some of the Wet n Wild Mega Length on my lower lash line. And now I am going to zoom you guys out, and I'm going to do the rest of my face. Right, so I'm going to use the MAC bronzing powder in medium to contour my cheeks. Now I'm going to use my MAC blush in Dainty, and I'm just going to put this on the apples and bring it back a little bit. And then I'm going to use my MAC highlighter in Soft and Gentle, and I'm just going to highlight my face. And then I'm going to use MAC Honey Love lipstick. And that is the completed look. I'm just going to zoom you guys in one more time so you can see
the eyes and the makeup a bit better. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something. All my links to social media and all of that stuff will be down below in the description bar. I will include a list of products that I used. Yeah, thanks so much for watching and I hope you guys have an awesome day.